The media is full of the Pfizer-Allergan deal, especially the likely breakup of the post-merger company into innovative and mature product companies. But what's lacking in this frenzied coverage is any sort of scientific examination of how and why firms fragment, which is ironic for an industry that prides itself on its knowledge intensity. So here, as a counterbalance to this gossip, is an evolutionary science take on where that mega deal leads. As usual, I'll talk theory first, practical implications second. Evolution always leads to speciation, from Darwin's Galapagos finches to the 8.7 million species that now make up the tree of life. Species arise when evolution makes choices about the best way to survive, eukaryote or prokaryote, vertebrate or invertebrate, viviparous or oviparous. An accumulation of genetic variation, selection and replication leads to our wondrously varied natural world. A Pfizer mature, Pfizer innovative split would be a step towards speciation. It would echo others such as Abbott AbbVie and Baxter Baxalta. But it would be naive and simplistic and product oriented to think that that was where the evolution would end. In addition to the mature innovative choice, there are many others that face life science companies. Government payer versus patient payer, single technology versus technology synthesis, small market, large market. In my research, I've identified these and many other evolutionary choices that life science companies are making. In biology, an evolutionary choice is successful when it leads to greater reproduction, survival, and gene replication. In business, success is measured by risk-adjusted rate of return. A business model thrives and is replicated when its choices of what to sell, to whom, and how it fits with the environment makes a better risk-adjusted rate of return than its competitors. Every strategic choice has a survival implication. Mature products offer lower returns but lower risk than innovative products. Big markets offer more potential but also more competition. Integrated technologies create more value than single technologies but have a greater chance of failure, and so on. In practice, this means that the mature innovative split is but one evolutionary choice among many. Mature companies will need to choose between brand differentiation or commodity competition. For innovative companies, the choice is between technology focus and technology integration. Other choices include how much to integrate into the customer's value chain and how much to address the patient as peer. Driven by these evolutionary choices, the life sciences sector is exploding into a complex, speciated landscape. In the book that I've just finished writing, I identify no less than 9 distinct competitive habitats and 26 different business models, along with a number of evolutionary troughs that, if a firm stumbles into them, will lead to extinction. And the practical implications of this? Well, imagine yourself in a landscape with 26 hills and a number of deep, dangerous valleys between them. The hills vary in height and in shape, with gentle, smooth ascents on some sides and scary cliff faces on others. Some are close to you, others involve a long, risky hike. To survive, you need to find and choose a hill and then climb it. Importantly, you need to find, choose and climb a hill faster than your competitors, who are pretty small people. And it's dark, and the valleys teem with vicious wolves, who are the activist investors, and they will eat you up if you take a wrong turn. In this frightening scenario, you have 2 possible strategies. You can wander around opportunistically, changing direction every time the land seems to slope upwards, and you can hope to find a peak. Or you can get a map, a torch and a compass, pick your hill and plot a route that avoids the valleys. The latter choice is hard and brave, the former choice is easy but foolhardy. Back to Pfizer. It's not clear if they have a map or if they've merely been distracted by the siren calls of tax inversion. I suspect a bit of both. If so, they'll split not just into 2, but many businesses, from cosmeceuticals to orphan drugs to blockbusters, as they try to climb several hills at once. And they will offload other businesses, choosing not to climb some hills. And this will work, so long as they do it quickly, effectively, and convince their investors that they are good at running a varied risk-return portfolio. I'm not so sure about some of the other companies. In the feeding frenzy of M&A, I see companies running up any hill they see, not realising that there are easier, bigger hills nearby. And I see some others wandering happily down into deadly valleys where investors lie in wait to dismember them. Evolution is a cruel master. All firms will have to make this journey across the new emerging life science landscape. If your guide is unscientific industry gossip, it's a perilous adventure with a low chance of survival. With a good map, torch and compass, it's merely frightening.